Good morning and welcome to another episode of Josh and Pat. I'm Joshua Klein, joined by Patrick Cassett. And Travis Kelce cheated on his ex-girlfriend per his ex-girlfriend. According to Inside Edition, ex-girlfriend Maya Benberry, who met with Travis and started dating after the show Catching Kelce, claims that Travis Kelce cheated on her during the relationship and that he's a narcissist. And, of course, she just put this out not because she's bitter and jealous, according to her, just because, right? And also in the process, she buried not Taylor Swift, but Taylor Swift's fan base, calling them an angry fan base. And Patrick, I just want to know, why does Maya release this segment? Was she just trying to look out for Taylor Swift? And should Taylor Swift's fan base be upset that she pretty much tried to bury them?
Yeah, Josh. I mean, we can't look at it in a negative way. I mean, we have to look. There's no way that the ex-girlfriend's mad that Travis is now dating the most popular female artist in the world. There's no way. She's
not jealous and bitter. She said that. She's not jealous and bitter per her.
Mm-hmm. So then you have to start looking around and, maybe she's just trying to look out for Taylor because she knows Taylor is trying to find true love. And she's trying to make it known that maybe Travis doesn't provide that.
So she's actually better than the Swifties because while they're angry and bitter, according to her, she's actually trying to look out for Taylor. Mm-hmm. And she's saying, hey, that fan base, they're not looking out for Taylor. But you know what? I am. So she's going to put it out there, and she's not trying to insert herself into this story. She's not trying to say, hey, I got him first, although she did say I got and had him first. Uh-huh. But she's not trying to say that. She's just trying to, just let it known and make sure that Taylor knows because she's not at that social level where she can just text Taylor. If she wants to get Taylor's attention, she's got to go through Inside Edition, Well, so that's what she's did. And
Josh, you got to remember this ex-girlfriend. I mean, she knows Travis so well, was on his dating show, Catching Kelce.
Oh, yeah.
And so maybe she doesn't win
caught
it,
him.
But she's a proven, she can get the job done in landing Travis. Let's not forget, she had a key to his penthouse. So as someone that knows what true love is, the ex-girlfriend is just trying to help Taylor out.
Yeah, man. It's wild. It's a wild story. And never in a million years would I have thought that an ex-girlfriend, after seeing their ex date up and just reach a new height of women, that an ex-girlfriend would come out and say such terrible things.
Not in this world,
I think
Josh.
It's an all-time low. Not in this. I grew up in a world where when you broke up, nobody said anything. All good things to say. Mm-hmm. I grew up in a world where if you guys had problems in a relationship, with that was your relationship, and you don't go and you bury an entire person, entire fan base. Now, I have heard people have conspiracy that she's kind of working alongside with Brittany Mahomes because is there any truth to that narrative, Patrick?
Yeah, I mean, my sources have not verified that, so I cannot speak onto that. But I mean, if you're going to be purely speculative, I was told they were having fun together, Brittany and Taylor. So we'll have to see what the story is.
Really? They were hanging out.
I was told they were hanging out. So,
wow. Hey, good for her.
Good for Brittany.
She really, she hits her. Say what you want about Brittany. I would like to take an investment class with her. If I could somehow figure out how to invest in stocks the way that she invests in people.
Yes.
I'd be so rich so quickly.
Well, and you got to remember, Josh, it's the number two or the two best financial advisors in this country right now. It doesn't even have to do with money, but with buying stocks. Brittany Mahomes, Michael Rubin. If you could get those two in a room, that would be I mean, mind blowing.
Dude, the wealth of knowledge in that room with Brittany Mahomes and Michael Rubin. I mean, you're leaving that room. I'm not saying you're an instant millionaire, but you're at least like a couple days away from potentially it.
Yeah, and Gary V's sitting there like, how do I compete with this?
Dude, no, Gary V, that Brittany Mahomes and Michael Rubin starting a business would be detrimental to the empire that Gary V's building, for sure. Speaking of empire, Patrick, the Lions, they're building one.
They are.
And they beat the brakes off the Packers last night in Lambeau. And Patrick, people are saying Green Bay's not a great sports town because I saw the pictures last night. I saw the video last night. Lions took over that stadium. Now, are Packers fans just sick of the bleachers? They don't have their own seats. Are they sick of, the fact that they play in a city where in a month it's going to be negative 55 degrees and they're going to be literally glued to a metal like a metal bench? Are they just, is that it? We're not saying that.
No.
But it seems like Packers fans are out. Cheeseheads are gone. And I don't know where the cheese went. Not Green Bay.
Yeah, and the thing is when you run the numbers, Josh, this used to be a city that was all in on their sports franchise because
because they had to be all in, Patrick.
Yeah, their population mirrored the amount of people that you could fit in that stadium. So you know what that tells me by Lions coming in there and their fans? It tells me they're not bought in. They're not into the Jordan Love era anymore.
Yeah.
And Josh, when you look on paper, here's the thing. Statistically, he's having a much better year than Aaron Rodgers.
This year having a much better year than Aaron Rodgers. If you just look at apples to apples, Jordan Love to Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love season, just by the numbers, is so much better than Aaron Rodgers this year. And a wise person once told me the best ability is availability. And so that's where Jordan Love's getting a lot of points right now. But to your point, Patrick, the city used to be 100% bought in. And now, I mean, I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. Packers Stadium capacity is 81,000.
And you know what the population is, Josh?
81.
It's 107.
81,000.
So it's,
wait, is it actually?
It's 107.
The 100, that's legitimately a population?
That's the in 2021.
Patrick, this wasn't even a bit. I mean, this was a legit, that was a bit. It wasn't supposed to be real.
I have the number in front of me. I mean, according to Google, and I'm not saying Google's wrong.
So you're telling me the population of Green Bay is
107,000.
The population of Green Bay is 107,000. The capacity for Lambeau is 81,000. That legitimately means to sell that stadium, almost 100% of that city has to be bought in.
And that's why they're a bad sports town, because the Lions came in and absolutely took over the stadium.
Whoa. I mean, that was legitimately a bit, guys. You found out that with us.
I had
no idea their stats.
When I looked up the number, Josh, it was like, whoa. It was
like I'm sorry. That flustered me. I never was prepared for a bit like that to become real in front of my eyes. Okay, so hey, man, Green Bay, you guys got to buy in here.
We got to.
We can't let the entire city of Detroit just infiltrate your city like that.
Josh,
Patrick,
I want to be the first to get this ball rolling. That we got to relocate Green Bay to Milwaukee.
I mean, I think so.
I mean, not enough of the town's bought in.
Not enough. What is that? Okay, well, so that's not great, but I'll tell you what, the Lions are good. David Montgomery sitting on my fantasy bench got 3 touchdowns, so that's a feeling that I love to have when I wake up in the morning.
You know that.
But it's because my team has too much depth. It's like that's the thing, Patrick, and this is a little bit of a rant for the people on the show who don't care. Just bear with me.
Nobody cares about your fantasy team.
On my fantasy team, my league,
talking.
I am the ranked as the worst manager, right? But I have so many good players. It's like, of course I'm going to have people on my bench going off. So it's not my fault. That's all I have to say.
Could have started.
Because I win games. I'm number 1 in the league. And
anyway, how many rings you got, Josh?
So hopefully,
Yep, no rings.
Are never,
okay.
Okay. So, yeah. Hey, that's great though for Jordan Love. Better than Rodgers. Lions, great for their fan base. Hopefully they'll figure out, how to finish the season, because some are saying they're peaking too soon. Not me. I think they'll be just fine. Somebody who might not just be fine, Mac Jones. Now, Patrick, this story, when you brought this to my attention, I was baffled. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, surely this can't be the case. And then Colin Cowherd is reporting that he's hearing stuff about Mac Jones that's not great.
Not great.
Now, during the part of the show where you usually would then elaborate on what you're hearing, he says, no, I'm not going to elaborate.
Not going to do it.
I'm not just yet. Not ready for it. Now, should he have brought it up in the first place if he's not ready to talk about it? Well, that's a question for Colin.
Mm-hmm.
But it was kind of, I kind of hated that move. It's like the friend who says, dude, I got a secret, but I can't tell you. Don't tell me you have a secret then. Don't tell me. I don't want to know that.
Well,
so all-time horrible move from Colin Cowherd there. And as a journalist, like he should be embarrassed. I don't know. Was he teasing a segment? What, am I supposed to watch the entire show today, hoping he's going to drop it? No. But Mac Jones apparently is having some, I quote, it's not great issues. Patrick, can we speculate what this is, or is it too soon?
New England Patriots season is staved, because now you're going to bring in Bailey Zappi and Malik Cunningham into this offense. It's going to be electric because you got Bill O'Brien. He's calling the plays. It's going to be awesome. Because here's the thing. Here's what we know about Mac Jones. And these are the facts, okay?
What do we know?
Last week, he was grabbed in the midsection of players like Sauce Gardner. Not a great look, okay? We also know he had some legal issues in college, but good for him. He got past that. So now we start looking around and we start going, who is Mac Jones? Well, he's a guy that's led us to the playoffs, and that's what the Patriots have to remember. But right now, it's Zappy time, or let's not forget that first preseason game with Malik Cunningham.
I didn't forget.
I didn't forget either, Josh.
I didn't forget. I didn't forget at all.
And Josh, that was when he was taking reps at wide receiver. So imagine what happens when you give him reps at quarterback now.
Uh-huh. No, I agree, Patrick, and you're right. The Mac Jones thing is concerning though, because you bring up some good points. I mean, he did, and Sauce Gardner posted it on his social media, so we know it's true and verified that he did some. Yeah, it wasn't great. So hopefully they'll figure things out. But you're right. To your point, the Patriots should be ecstatic right now.
They should.
If you can get Malik Cunningham into that offense and zip on the ball Zappy, I mean, as your backup potentially.
And this
is a win-win. Now, we do feel bad for Mac Jones, and when this stuff comes out, we just want to preface.
We hope for the best.
We are this segment is. We have no idea what it is.
Right.
So if it is actually something like that's really bad, and you think we're making light of the situation when you're looking back on this on hindsight, we have no idea what it is.
We don't know.
If this is like an Aaron Hernandez situation,
then we're definitely out.
We just want to let you know we're definitely out. Where the bit's over.
Yeah.
But but Colin Cowherd didn't give us anything to work with, so we don't know.
So we don't know if he just we don't know if he fell asleep in a meeting. And if that's the case, then it's like
we don't know. Then or potentially there was like a closed off press conference where he had a hat on. And we know that
backwards
Colin
hat
would not see backwards hat on. Colin would not like that. And so we don't know what it is. But if it is the backwards hat thing, we just want to say this bit over. We understand the severity of it, and we're not trying to defend him or make light of the situation. Speaking of situations, that's
what a transition.
I don't. I like I try to hit the transitions. This one, game of the week, presented by picksandpancakes.shop. Make sure you guys go to picksandpancakes.shop to get all of your gear. We're repping the Picks and Pancakes merch right now. We got the hoodie. There's also a ton of stuff. Support the show. Support the brand. Picksandpancakes.shop. This week's game of the week is Cardinals 49ers in San Francisco. The stadium is, now remember, it is not in San Francisco. It's a little bit out the ways. But the 49ers are favored by 14 points, Patrick. And I've seen this song and dance before. I've seen a team be double-digit favorites against the Cardinals. And Joshua Dobbs doesn't flinch. Patrick, who do you like in this game? And do you think that the Dobbs train gets rolling?
Josh, is this even a question on who I like? You're rolling with a double-digit underdog, and there's an obvious answer to this question. You have to go with playoff adjacent Joshua Dobbs, because that's the type of performance that he's going to put up. He's a Tennessee legend working his way, not San Francisco this weekend, to Santa Clara. And let's not forget the weapons he has around him. I mean, we're talking about wide receiver 1, Hollywood Brown. What's the point of having soldiers if he ain't going to use the soldiers? That's what he said, and they need to use him. So, look, put James Conner, give him the ball. Brock Purdy is not a playoff adjacent quarterback. He's not. That's a fact.
He's just a regular playoff quarterback.
He's a playoff quarterback.
He's not a playoff adjacent quarterback.
He doesn't have that chip on his shoulder like Joshua Dobbs does.
Yeah, Patrick, I hate to agree with you, but it just feels like it's just been all, storybook, fairy tale, lightheartedness in San Francisco, we're going to hand the ball to Christian McCaffrey. We're going to throw the ball to Debo. We're going to, throw the ball to Brandon Ayuk. It's been all just, bubbly and happy, and they haven't been tested. They haven't been battle tested. And I think this is the week that they're going to get tested. The tape's out on Brock Purdy.
It is out.
And 14 points is a lot of points. And you know what? I was once told about a Cowboys team that was going to beat the Cardinals by 50.
I was told
we saw
about
how
the
that
same
went. And now, per Joshua Dobbs TikTok, which I'm for some reason every Joshua Dobbs video gets posted, I see it right away.
Huge fan.
Joshua Dobbs finally has his jersey in the team shop,
which is good, and
which was a big thing because he didn't have it in the team shop. And then
Josh,
they fixed it.
That tells me they're all in on Joshua Dobbs now because they got that win under their belt. They know when they're not going after Caleb Williams. And so there's going to be a real conversation when Kyler Murray comes back that's like, look, Kyler, I know we paid you the money, but we got Joshua's jersey in the team store. And for us to take it out, that's going to take a couple minutes. So,
dude, I saw Joshua Dobbs on a plane ride to Arizona. And on that plane ride, in his TikTok, I saw him watch more film. This not than I've ever seen Kyler Murray watch.
And that's the difference. That's the difference when you look at some of the records of teams around the league. That's why Joshua Dobbs has a win and Russell Wilson doesn't. Because Russell Wilson on plane rides, he's doing high knees. But Joshua Dobbs, he's breaking down that film for his new team.
Yeah. Which, shout out Drew Brees, second greatest of all time.
And now cement it. Yeah.
Now cemented, so that's cool. Ryder Cup, what's going on, Patrick? Resident golf guy on the show. I don't know anything about... Well, I'm actually a golf expert, but...
You are.
But the Ryder... So apparently we woke up today, and USA is just getting their butts kicked. Is that what's happening?
Team USA is in shambles. They need to figure it out. I mean, it turns out...
Unbelievable.
There's only one guy that can save this team, Josh. And I don't know why he's not on this team. Where's Tiger Woods?
Okay.
If Tiger's on this team, we don't get blown out. We know that. Everyone knows that. Charlie Woods. Put Charlie Woods on the team. We need a Woods on that golf team right now.
Yeah, get the Woods there easily. And then, I mean, you have to imagine that, there's some... I mean, there just has to be some way to get the right guys there, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, what about that Block guy you tell me about? Is he not there?
I mean, Michael Block. I mean, if I was Team USA, I'm arranging a flight for him ASAP. You get him, Tiger Woods, Charlie Woods, Michael Block, and then John Daly on a flight right now. You're changing the team vibes.
Yeah. Oh man, see that? Yeah, you have to. And so, well, that's like I want Team USA to win, but it feels like it's been a rough time for all Team USA's.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball, what happened
Tough
there?
one. Tough
basketball, we eliminated basketball, right?
You did.
Yeah, and now golf. It's like, what's our sport anymore? What I don't understand.
Our sport is literally football.
Are we
not soccer?
Yeah.
Not soccer. American football.
Yeah, disappointing. It just sucks. And
What
it's
happened?
like I love that football is our main sport. It's the most enjoyable sport to watch, but nobody
but
respects it
what happened-
internationally.
what
And so,
happened
like,
to
how
us?
we
We're no longer winners, Josh. I guess we're losers.
culture in America, and you know what? And the culture in America is probably like, good for them, good for everybody else. No, what?
Josh, I'm old
Unbelievable.
enough to remember when we won Ryder Cups. And today
Yeah.
we're losing them.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Ending the show on a happy note. O's clinch. We are AL East champions for the first time since 2014. 10th AL East championship. Guys, it's a great time to be an O's fan. We got a young team, a hungry team, a team that doesn't know when they're supposed to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And they just go out there and they ball, winning against the Red Sox 2-0 yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And it was raining champagne. And newsflash, keep the bottles coming because they ain't stopping.
Boom.
There's teams all over the U.S. that are about to see what it's like to play Baltimore baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't be happier. Patrick, longtime O's fan. Some would say the opposite of whatever a fair weather fan is.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel right now with the clinch?
One of the happiest nights I've had in a long time. It was great. Smiles in my face, Josh. And
That's awesome.
here's
Happy for you.
And here's the thing, Josh, is when you're looking around and you're going into that locker room last night, I need someone playing the LeBron James clip for the amount of bottles of champagne we need. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. Because those boys, they're going to party all night long. And it's not just the boys in the major league level. Shout out my guys, Vespi, getting it done in AAA, showing off, doing the thing. Our boy DL in the majors, having fun, drinking the Budweiser. They're having a good time. You know, just guys being dudes.
Yeah, no, they're just having a great time, man. And I didn't even know that some of those guys were old enough to drink. But that's great that they're celebrating, having a good time, and the job's not done yet, so we're not going to keep the segment going too long. But it's exciting. It's a small win because they were the worst odds at the beginning of the season to win this, and so it just feels good when Vegas is wrong, and they're so wrong.
Yeah, they're wrong.
So that's the show,
I don't know
guys.
what else to say. They're wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, they're wrong. Anyway, make sure you guys go to picksandpancakes.com to read everything happening in sports. Also, go to picksandpancakes.shop to buy some great merch. Go to Picks and Pancakes Instagram and DM us to get a free mug and a $10 McDonald's gift card. We appreciate you guys watching the show and supporting. And we'll see you guys on Monday after a crazy week of football here. Also, make sure you guys check out us. Oh, we got a couple live streams coming up here as well, Sunday night and Monday night. We're excited. We'll see you guys there. Anyway, you have a wonderful day. A peace.